Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to Werewolf the Apocalypse, Phoenix's Call. I am your storyteller, Ravinia, and I am not sorry for what you're about to see.
Hello, my name is Maddox. I will be playing the ever-reluctant Fiona Arun Colin Douglas, who is currently staring down someone turning into a 9-foot-tall wolf machine.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm playing Eyes of the Creek. My name is Ravnos Archon in chat. I am playing the Red Talon Philodox, who is about to get his world rocked.
Drops to Twitch on Discord and all the things. Playing Olivia Franklin. I'm praying that my dice are nicer to me this night.
They can't be meaner. My name is Timberbred. I'll be playing Plays with Danger, the Bonar Ragabash, and yeah, something's about to happen.
And I'm Plaguewinds. I'm playing Jonathan Davis, the Children of Gaia Galliard. And as the Galliard, I am required to say everything will be fine.
And as we take it away, our lovely pack is at the Cairn. And Uktena Arun, known as Walks Through Fire, has come with his daughter after going to the morgue to identify the body of his granddaughter. In the process of this, Eyes of the Creek also let him know another Uktena clan member has perished. In the process of this, he might have went a little overboard, and now we are being faced with a frenzying warder from a nearby cairn. I would normally say clicky clacky, it's time to attacky here, but we already did our rolls. So, what's going to happen first is the shift is going to complete. Because you guessed it, he was at the top of the initiative round with a 19. In the process of that, he is obviously going to expand. The fur is going to rip out. The clothes are going to disappear. And you have a dark chocolate brown Krynos with long fangs and a little bit of a weird black spittle coming down out of his mouth, as he proceeds to go and attack Greg, also known as Soars Over Clouds, the de facto leader of the Cairn that they are standing in.
That's a curveball.
Well, technically you are a little short now, Eyes of the Creek.
Good times.
Good times. Thankful for being short. And he does indeed take a swipe at Greg. Greg kind of, for all of Greg's friendliness and demeanor, you see this kind of look come on his face that's very much offense. A very how dare you kind of look. And he actually just barely gets away. He takes a backpedal step away from the claw. His shirt is ripped. You do see the lines of blood on Greg's chest. And in the process of that, you see Greg look down and then look up, and it's like the mood shifts. And Greg is also going to Krynos.
Entitled to your choices, even if they're wrong.
And Greg he's about 9 foot even with walks through fire, but his fur is obviously gray and silver. He actually has this kind of white splotch surrounding the crown of his head, and it almost looks quite like a crown. Julianne is kind of shocked. She doesn't know what to do at this moment. Okay, she's lower on the initiative order. And now we come up to plays with danger.
I am going to make potentially the dumbest mistake I can make tonight.
Okay, let's see if you beat it.
I am going to shift or try to shift to Hispo.
Okay.
And I forget how to do this.
It is, well,
It's primal urge and something, isn't it?
primal urge and stamina.
All right. And it's difficulty 7?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's see that is. Four successes.
Okay, that's a pretty substantial success. You are definitely going to do that.
So plays with danger will get roughly twice in height.
Mm-hmm.
Big gray wolf with the black streak around or down his back.
Mm-hmm.
Has got like a whitish, like a lighter whitish gray, kind of like marking around one of his front left paw. But he is maybe 5 or 6 times mass. Like he goes from being like a starved looking wolf to a muscle bound, like he's bigger. I mean, he's still small for a Hispo, but he is much bigger than he just was. And I am going to attempt to basically do like a drive-by on walks through fire. But specific. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just asking, what are you specifically doing? I'm now curious. Drive-by wolfing.
So I'm gonna go by him, and as soon as I get like within a like close enough, I'm going to try to smack him with my tail.
All right. I could see that. You do know that your tail isn't going to actually do any damage.
Oh, that is not
This is
the point.
all about distraction, isn't it? This is trying to get his eyes on you.
It is not the point. I have
Okay.
a completely different point.
Okay. All right.
So are we? Do I need to roll anything for whether or not I can get him?
With your tail, we'll do a standard dex plus brawl.
Okay. So
Nothing too crazy since it's not going to do any damage. So your difficulty to do this is pretty low. It's a 5 because he's not paying attention to you.
sweet.
You did not speak up. Just so you know, Jonathan, you are on deck. But yeah, it goes Jonathan,
5.
Gordon, Olivia, Colin, then Julian.
5 successes, no ones.
Okay. That's Eyes of the Creek. Sorry, you're right after plays. I'm so sorry. Jonathan, you're not on deck. Eyes of the Creek is. First combat this game.
I was like, whoa, where did that go?
Yeah, but yeah, it's Eyes of the Creek, then Jonathan, Gordon, Olivia, and Colin, then Julie.
Gotcha.
I just assume you deferred like most Philodocs would.
You're right. You're right. How silly of me.
And then is that all I can do, or can I use a gift as well?
You can't use a gift.
No, that's fine. Then as I'm doing part of like the drive-by, I'm going to kind of enact the scent of running water, since it's technically there all the time. I've just had it kind of turned off. So as I'm running by, I'm just dropping the guard so my scent disappears.
Okay. All right. So you do indeed smack him. We'll roll something just to see if he notices.
Oh.
All right. I have noted that roll. All right. Eyes of the Creek.
Excellent. I'm gonna spend 2 rage points. I'm gonna follow suit, seeing plays with danger, kind of run up, and I'm gonna shoot forward, use his size to my advantage, climb up his back, leap off of plays with danger, and in mid-air use my second rage point to shift into Hispo and come down on top of Walks Through Fire to try and just start the dog pile.
Okay.
So my form is going to become much more redder. What was the kind of walnut color is now a dark, deep brown. The black kind of mantle on his shoulder just becomes really more pronounced. It comes down the actual front paws, but otherwise everything is just starts to look more crimson and blood red. So I'm gonna. What would I roll for just
for the leap? You're gonna be doing dexterity plus athletics because you're also trying to time it just right to where you can get leap and get plays with danger to where you can bounce. We got wolf bounces going.
Yeah, not part of the plan. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 7 because you didn't plan this, but the thing is that plays with danger is also bigger now. So
yeah, I don't have a dexterity specialty or an athletic specialty, so 2 because I got 1 removed.
Okay. You do boom, but you're a little off, so you don't get quite the height that you were trying to get.
Okay.
But it does succeed in a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
And yeah, you Hispo. You get about, probably with the bounce, you clear his head, but not as high as you want it to be.
Do I have the height then if I spend the willpower point to switch my action to bite his underarm to kind of bring that down? Like I saw which arm he slashed at Greg with. I want to try to make, if that's what I think his dominant arm is, I think I want to try to contain that as best as possible.
Oh.
So I think
you can switch. I'll let you switch for willpower. Sake.
Do that then. So that'd be what, Dex and Brawl for the bite? One less die. That saddens me.
Yeah. I totally admit I'm fudging some of the combat rules a little bit here, but it's just for the sake of expediency in here. Trust me, we will get back to the regular combat rules where everybody states their actions and then we go backwards.
Yeah. What difficulty on the bite? 5 or 6 or higher, since I'm going for that called shot?
Okay, technically, since it's a call shot, I have to make it a point higher. So
sure.
So that's always been a rule in my brain. If you're calling for a specific zone, that does increase the difficulty.
Okay. Then I got 2 7s, 8, 9, and 10. So it'll be 5 successes.
5 successes. Good boy. And since his action was first, he doesn't really get to dodge, but he gets to roll to soak on that whenever the damage comes up. So go ahead. It's strength +1 on the roll. Because that could be some pretty bad damage.
Do ones count on damage and soaking?
Now I'm second guessing myself a little bit there. They don't take away points, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage, and he is going to soak. That's aggravated damage, people.
Yeah.
All right, he soaks 4 of those.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So he's a little bruised. All right. Now we're up to Jonathan. What is Jonathan doing in the middle of all this?
All right. I'm going to spend a rage point to take an extra action.
Okay.
So first action is going to be, he's going to look down, his hands at his side, puts them together. When he looks back up, his eyes are white. I'm activating Mind Speak.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to spend 2 will for both Walks Through Fire and Greg. 2 Krynos. So I need to roll. It's manipulation and an expression versus their will.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a Hail Mary gambit.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me get all this dice. I might actually have to grab my bag. It's okay.
Never good when someone running a game says they need to get more dice.
Nope.
Never is.
Get my stress cookies.
Stress cookies. No one needs stress cookies right now.
I have a bag of cookies under my desk just in case, because I was like, you know what? This is gonna be it. This is gonna need it.
Darn it, where is that freaking... I always like to try and keep the rules up. But buying all the gifts. Darn it, where is that gift? Why is it not showing up here?
Oh, I just saw it.
Oh, I found it. Never mind. My brain is spacey. There we go. Yep. Manipulation plus expression. Difficulty of the victim's willpower. Okay, you've got to reach Greg. You've got it's a difficulty 7. To
Okay.
reach Walks Through Fire, you've got, since he is raging, his willpower is a little bit low at the moment. So that's going to be like a difficulty 5 kind of roll.
So I got 3 on Greg and 4 on Walks Through Fire. Do I have to roll for each, or is it one dice?
All beings affected must be within line of sight. Oh,
Oh, yeah. All dice pools.
all
Get the
right,
minus.
all right. That was surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Okay,
Either-
what is this?
That's either good or bad.
Yeah,
Curveball.
yeah. You placed the chosen characters into silent communication with each other.
Yep. The 2 Krynos fighting, and I'm just standing there talking to them.
Yeah.
All right. So
What
for
are you
that's my-
saying?
my second action is I'm activating Persuasion to help with this.
Okay.
I know. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. So I got 3 successes on the roll.
Okay.
So, okay. So what he's saying, I guess he's saying this silently, is wait. We gave, right? Last blessing was accepted. Maybe a couple stop, like, I'm not going to yell it because I have people in the house, but like yelling stop also.
Greg hears you and listens and stops. He is shifted, but he was not frenzied. However, walks through fire was frenzied. And in contact with his mind, you just hear the rage that's burning through him. And it's these sad sounds coming from his brain. It's just, he's upset. And unfortunately, Greg has no way to defend since he stopped. So we will get up to the top of the round and see what happens there. We'll get a chance.
Just indirectly killed their leader.
Gordon is kind of flipping out a little bit. He's going to spend rage. He's going to shift to Krynos. He's going to try and get in between them. But there's a lot of footfalls around. We've got Plays with Danger doing his thing. We've got Eyes of the Creek nomming on the arm/armpit joint. Walks through fire. So he's trying to get in there, but it's definitely one of those things where he's like,
He was right next to me, wasn't he?
yeah, he was. And he can't really get in there too well to stop, but he is kind of trying to shout, stop, snap out of it. Someone get a wrangle on him. And in the process of this, Olivia, you see the chaos that's going on around you. You see Greg stop. You don't know what Jonathan did exactly.
I have a question. So I know you can
Yes.
help someone through the gauntlet. Can you
Yes.
force someone to go with you?
Not exactly. They have to be willing.
Okay.
And I don't honestly think you want to bring a warder who's frenzied through the gauntlet.
It would get him away from my leader and friends.
But then you'd be alone with him.
And
then I can
endangering
keep
all
running.
the spirits. Because we beat up spirits just as easily as we beat up everyone else. That's my only concern, is that it would put a lot of spirits in a lot of danger very quickly.
I am. So I can obviously tell he's raging. I'm just kind of out of it. Everything I thought I was going to do. I'm actually going to go to Jacqueline and try to bring her away from this, because I am not going to be much use in a fight. And I want her. She might be able to hopefully get to him. So I want to go to her and ask her.
You mean his
His
daughter?
Did I get the wrong name?
No, it's okay. You're fine.
I'm sorry. I actually.
No, I was just verifying for my own, because we have Julian and we have
Julian. Sorry.
Julian's the warder for your Karen.
Oh, then who did I? Yeah, what is his daughter's name again? Did we get it? Or did I just get confused from last time?
I think you got confused. No one's really asked her name yet.
Okay.
We heard it once. I think it's Callie.
No,
No, that was the.
She's
No, that's
Callie's
our,
mother.
That's our daughter.
right. Callie's the
she's-
one who died.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's Callie's mother.
I still have Kelly's foot. No.
Don't share that.
Pull that out. Pull that out. Why not?
No, I'm gonna go to her mother, to Callie's mother, and be like, I am sorry for your loss, but this is not helping. You need to help us. He might listen to you.
She kind of looks and she is just a broken woman at this point. She is her eyes are flooded with tears and she's like, I'm not Garu. If I go up there, he's more likely to kill me than any of you. This is people forgetting that being Garu is a recessive trait. See, we're all having fun. I'm having fun. Are y'all having fun?
I'm sure chat is.
Just
Is that your...
frustration and probably going to get ready to turn and just try to help her pack next turn.
All right.
In this turn, can I still spend my to spend a rage to shift so that I'm
Yes,
ready?
you can.
Okay.
I will allow you to do that.
I will spend a rage and I'm going to go into Krinos just to get ready in case something goes
Okay.
down.
That's perfectly fine. Colin!
So, seeing all this unfold, Colin makes an executive decision and takes off running as far away from this situation as he can.
Okay, I'm gonna... All right, I need you to roll a dodge roll.
What is dodging again? It's Dex plus something?
Let's dodge.
Yeah, plus dodge.
Athletics, because isn't there not a dodge?
Oh, yeah, there's not a dodge.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
yeah.
yeah, so it's athletics.
When you said you were making an executive decision, I thought it was going to be the complete opposite of where you went. So I'd like to thank you for throwing that curveball right
Yep.
into our group.
Set it up like that intentionally. What's my difficulty, dear storyteller?
Your difficulty is going to be an 8. Because
Okay.
here's the thing. You turn to run, and Julie's right there. And she's already in shift mode.
4 successes, 2 of which are 10.
She is going to reach and miss you barely, but she's going to graze your pants. Your pants are getting ripped from claws,
Okay.
but you get away for the moment.
Yeah, just through the crowd to basically the border of the bawn if I can.
This is the fun part because Julie's priority now is on you. She is chasing and pursuing you versus all this.
Run from the police.
All right, we are at the top of the round, which is walks through fire. And he looks at Eyes of the Creek and he's kind of shaking Eyes of the Creek with the arm, but he mainly is distracted by the fact that Greg stopped moving and now he is going to go and claw Greg.
I'm channeling the most gator-like grip I can on my jaw.
All right. So he's
Hey-
also
hey,
going to
look,
spend.
audience. If
He's
you can
also going to
tell,
spend a rage point so that he can do multiple actions this turn. So he is going to try and claw Greg, who isn't defending himself. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty bit. So, yeah, there is a claw that comes up from the other side, and it comes from under the abdomen area up across the chest and rib cage. Blood splatters out, quite like a fountain. And he is also trying to swing Eyes of the Creek off of him. So I need...
Bring it.
Let's go. This is going to sound odd, but stamina plus athletics.
Okay. I thought we were gonna go with like strength and something, but okay.
I know it sounds weird, but I always
No.
like stamina being used because stamina is what you use to hold yourself and keep yourself going.
I got you.
So difficulty is going to be 8 because he is swinging you around like a chew toy a bit.
Couple low numbers, but I did get 3 successes, 2 8s and a 9.
All right, so that is perfectly fine. 3 successes is a complete success in my book. So you're still holding on. Greg, of course, is now injured, and it is not looking good. He is just probably on the cusp of being wounded. I will do a soak roll for him. He did not try to dodge this. And he's able to soak a couple points of damage, so he's just injured. But some more hits like that may not be good. And he is very much in shock, and he kind of looks around at who told him to stop. What idiot told me to fucking stop right now? That's what's going on in the thought process. As he goes to basically grab...
Don't answer his questions.
and he goes to basically grab Walks Through Fire's arm, trying to keep that from happening again. It's not too good because he's got a -1 on his rolls right now. All right. Plays with Danger, you're up.
So as like I'm running, I'm gonna come around and sort of try to approach doing something very similar, but from a different angle, except I'm going to spend a Gnosis and activate Scent of Sweet Honey.
Okay.
So someone I've touched in the past hour starts exuding a sweet aroma. They become slightly sticky and begin to be attacked by all manner of vermin that distract them.
Suffers a -1 penalty to all actions for 1 hour per success. So go ahead and roll your dice. Difficulty 7. With plus subterfuge.
Love how the Ragabash gifts are all like, here, be useful. And the Philodox gifts are like, maybe if they're bad and they cheated on their taxes, you get an extra die damage.
2.
2, okay. So 2 hours.
And then as I'm running, this is going to be, so I just want to make sure, is it the right arm or the left arm that Eyes of the Creek is on?
He is on the right arm.
I'm going to go for his left Achilles. And I'm trying to rip it off. Like it's...
Okay, here's the danger. You don't... You used a gift.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do multiple actions unless you spend extra rage.
I'll spend a rage.
All right.
Isn't it you can't spend rage and gnosis at the same time?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I do not mean to kill your turn further.
No,
but I just feel like-
not at all.
These are our rules. We gotta.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, so I will keep with the activating. And I will, I guess.
Is that gonna be your action for next time?
Yeah, that'll be my action for next time. Is I'm gonna try to attack, from behind, from the other side of where
Okay.
Eyes of the Creek is. So it's lots of input from multiple directions, and then hopefully that's enough to, I don't know, maybe something to happen.
All right, Eyes of the Creek, you are up. You are still a hold of this guy's arm.
Yeah.
But now it tastes sweet and sticky and weird. And you think a bug might have crawled into your mouth now, too. And
I can guess who did this. But I'm going to try and create a pendulum motion, and let me know if I have to spend rage for it. But I want to try to create a pendulum motion to go back and forward. And as I come back and I come forward the second time, I want to just use my rear paws to just kind of rake at his mouth. Or like his other arm at least. Try and get him to stop attacking Greg.
You don't have to spend rage for this. I'm pretty sure you can do this.
Okay.
We're gonna. It's standard claw. It's a big enough target because you're not going after just a specific point on his arm. So I'm not gonna up the difficulty. It's not like a cold shot.
Ooh. This is a sad day for me for not having brawl high enough. 3 10s and a 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your damage. Strength +2.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah, the only thing less than 7 were my 2 3s.
so good. You do claw him. You see the claws go in. You see him kind of growl in pain, but then you also see them kind of knit back up. It's still there. There's still damage, but
I'm just gonna try to growl with this, with like mouth full of his arm. Just boff.
But you did succeed. His attention is now on you.
That's not a success then. You and I have different definitions of success.
Jonathan, your go.
All right. So his action, I'm gonna keep the mind speak going, but
Okay.
if possible, after seeing like what potentially just happened, if like knock Greg out of it. Mechanically, I'm not sure if I can do it, but I just mute Greg.
Bandit ship. Bandit ship.
Yeah, but I want to keep the mind speak on walks through fire.
Okay.
And I want to start, I guess, through mine, like start singing a song that I did for the Rite of Blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But I put what was his name? Hidden Secret's name in there. I can't remember. I typed it in the chat last time.
It's okay.
And so I start doing that. Hopefully, it keeps the debuff on him, and maybe it'll work. So that's my action. I just stand there with his eyes white, doing that.
And I will give you. He does roll to see if he shakes out of frenzy when you do this. He does roll for this. Unfortunately, his roll is bad. I think Steve Perry has cursed those dice. And I'm going to have to pull out new dice at some point. You did feel it for a moment. He tried to shake free from the rage. It's just too strong.
Slipping away.
Yeah. Gordon looks confused. Colin was just here. Where's Julie? And he's starting to get in. Now he doesn't even want to touch the guy, though, because weird, creepy crawliness. But he does come in to try and defend. And you see him get in between Greg and walks through fire. He is trying to separate the two. It's very much this, no, you guys stop it. It's very resolute. As you see, he's kind of put his hands on walks through fire, and there's a bit of a dig. There's a little bit of a skid with the paws there. And Olivia, it's your go.
All right.
You've got a sticky, frenzied Krynos.
How bad does Greg look? Like, is my third side saying, I need to heal this mofo?
The claw rate goes from lower ab all the way up his sternum.
So it's definitely not I can work through this. So I'm going to skirt on over
Okay.
to him. And I will spend a gnosis to use Mother's Touch.
Okay.
Which, if I can pull it up, is intelligence and medicine.
Yep.
Or is that an old one? Because it uses empathy now, doesn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's intelligence and empathy.
Yeah.
What I get for just Googling it and not just pulling up the book.
Right. And you even have the book pages written.
I know. So it would be, the difficulty would be the wounded individual's rage. At least from the one I looked
Mhm.
up.
And he does have a decent rage pool. He is at a 7 because he did spend one.
I have 4 successes.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So that does bring him up. You kind of see the wound kind of closing.
And you mentioned that he had like black drool. Does that look like normal or something odd?
That walks through fire. You don't know how a tenor are supposed to be.
Okay.
It does look weird.
I wish I had another gift that would let me sense things.
All right. Colin, you are running to the edge.
Yep, and subconsciously spending 2 points of rage.
2 points of rage.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
The first is to shift to Krynos.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't realize he's doing it. And then the second is just to help him get as much distance away from this as possible, because he can tell someone is chasing him,
All right.
because something snagged his pant leg, and he's scared.
I need you to roll another dodge roll.
Sounds about right. What difficulty?
It's gonna be a 7.
2 successes.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna be enough. You
Okay.
get tackled. Full on Krynos body tackle.
Oh, she's in Krynos too? Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, she is basically pinning you down. And she is incensed. She's not frenzying. She is very pissed off.
Okay, I will deal with that in a second.
You will deal with that in a second when we come back. All right, so we're back to Walks Through Fire, who is now chosen to attack Eyes of the Creek, which is what it seems like Eyes of the Creek wanted.
No.
I didn't want this.
I specifically said to stop.
Oof. We've got 4 successes on that claw. Let me... Are you going to try and dodge out and let go, or are you just going to try and soak whatever comes?
I will try and soak whatever comes.
We've got 5 damage coming at you.
Oh. That's not what I was expecting.
I was not expecting that either. I was expecting these dice to roll shitty.
I got 4, so take 1.
Okay. There's this look that I saw on Will's face, like today is a good day to die for a hot second.
I saw 2 1s and I was like, oh no, they don't count.
And that's with the minuses because of the honey too. All right.
I like him.
Greg kind of looks to Olivia and thanks her. There's a bit of a nod. As Greg he wants to go in, but Gordon has pushed him back. And there's a bit of a logic to this. So there is... you see Greg kind of looking as regal as ever as he stands in his Krynos form, just letting Gordon do the things Gordon's supposed to do. And now we're back to Plays with Danger. You're going to go for the nip?
So if I spend a rage, can I take 2 attacks at his leg?
I can let you. This is kind of a called shot, so you are increasing the difficulty.
That's fine. I'm at this point I'm mainly just trying to, again, it's sensory overload and he's angry, and angry people tend to act stupid when there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just trying to divert his attention as much as I can.
Okay.
Hit harder too.
All right. Dex plus brawl.
And I'm in Hispo.
Yep, you are in Hispo. And difficulty is going to be up 1. You are called shotting this, but you have 2 chances here. Oh, fudge stripe cookies. Oh, those are baller.
That's my comfort cooking.
And you said the difficulty was 7?
It's 6 actually.
6?
Bites are difficulty 5. Normally.
5 successes.
Oh shit. Okay, roll the damage. It's strength plus 1.
Oh, and this is ooh. And that so it's strength plus 1, as in that's the number of dice.
Yeah.
Sweet. I need to be in Hispo more. And what's the difficulty on this one?
There's a breach for successes. If I remember, it's I think it's still standard difficulty. Isn't that right, Will? Standard diff on how much damage?
6.
4.
Yep. So 4. All right, and now he's going to roll the soak as per usual. You only get to soak once, which is kind of nice. Collaborative efforts. All right. He's hurt now.
So do I get to do that all again?
If you want to.
Well, yeah, I want to spend.
You did
Yeah.
spend the rage.
Yeah. And so for the attack, same thing. Called shot 6.
Second verse, same as the first.
So 4 successes on that one.
Okay.
And then 3 successes on the damage.
Okay. All right. He's a bit ouchy. Plays with danger is doing some damage. All right. Now it's Eyes of the Creek's turn.
Yay!
I'm so surprised.
What did he try to do to me? Did he try to claw at me? Or
Yeah.
did he actually clawed me? I
He
should say?
clawed you.
Okay. I'm gonna just try to use my weight to bring him down onto his
Okay.
all fours, I think.
So you're going to try, it's kind of like a grapple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could do a grapple. It's Dex plus Brawl, difficulty 6.
I see that I need to raise my ball. That's what I'm learning. What's 6, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely need to raise my ball because I got 3 10s, but only 2 of them count. So 2 successes.
Okay. All right. That weight is pretty heavy. And go ahead and roll your strength. I mean, it's bashing damage whenever you try and grapple, but
Yeah, and I'm just like
you're just
pulling
trying to
myself
get
down.
him. Yeah. I
Um,
get exactly what we're doing here.
Yeah, I'm doing the same kind of pendulum thing just to kind of try to get him off of his feet. 3 successes.
Okay. All right. And it's very successful. He is off balance because you are a heavy, scary puppy on his arm. And so, yeah, plays with danger, ripping the fuck out of the tendons in this guy's leg. And lovely Eyes of the Creek pulling. He does come down, and he's not very mobile at this moment.
Yeah,
All right,
and again,
Jonathan.
Stop!
All right,
Jonathan,
that's
you've got
step
your
1.
turn to speak your piece
Yeah,
and see if you
he's-
can reach him.
Kind of the same thing. Keep the mind speak on, and just once again, I'll repeat the song. I'll vocalize it a little louder.
Mm-hmm.
Just each turn is just gonna keep louder and louder until it finally once the 5 of 5. I can't remember what I typed in the chat.
Okay.
The song. All right, anything to roll. So what do you want to roll for that?
Okay, I want you to roll. Well, this is definitely one of those persuasive rolls, so why don't we go for charisma? And since you're trying to reach him emotionally like this, I think we're going to go with empathy.
Oh, one of the things I forgot to do on my turn is the reflexive heal. Could I roll for that?
Yeah. I'll let you do that. It's no problem.
Ooh, what's the difficulty?
Okay, difficulty is going to be a 7.
Okay, so 1.
1 success. That still is enough to try and reach him in this case. And we're going to roll to see if he gets out of frenzy. And that seems to work. He starts calming down. He starts the process of shifting back down, even though he's sticky and weird.
I let go and back off once I see that.
Yeah, once he's calming down, I'm gonna follow suit, let go, but be very, very on edge, ready to strike if he does anything aggressive.
Yeah. That technically is going to end the combat for most of you.
Oh,
Most of us.
that's
I-
right.
Shift back to human and like or Hamid and just tentatively approach and be like, "Can I heal you?"
Sure, I will let you.
I
Yeah,
will
he
send a note
just
to-
kind of looks at you while he's kind of hanging out down there. He's not really talking, but there is a look of, I done goofed.
I will
didn't.
Spend another gnosis. Intelligence and empathy. And with his willpower, or the damage, or what was it again? I just did this too. Why do I not remember this?
Intelligence plus empathy.
Difficulty
Yeah, it's
of the wounded individual's rage.
Yeah. His rage was pretty high, but it is calming down now. But his rage was an 8.
So I have 1, 2, 2 successes.
Okay, so that does bring him out from the mauled to the injured state. So the wound's still there, but it is healing, it is moving over, and he does seem to be calming down. But there is an interesting thought that goes through most of your minds. Where the fuck is Colin?
Did any of us see him run?
I think most of y'all were too busy.
I don't think any of us would have seen it.
Mm-mm.
I mean, once it's realized, like, I'll just kind of like lift my head up in the air and then just kind of sniff, and then just say, Colin.
Oh shit.
I'm going to say it's going to take 2 rounds of combat here for you all to get to him. And thankfully, this is easy combat because it's only 2 people involved. So, Colin, you have been pinned down to the ground here by a very incensed Julie, who is a distinctively black Krynos with bright green eyes.
In that case, we're almost identical then.
Yep.
I've got the yellow, she's got the green.
Yeah.
Together, we're almost 2/3 of an Oreo. How is she pinning me exactly?
You went down, and she's got a furry leg pinning one of your legs by the knee joint, and she's got her giant paws in your face, one paw right against your face, grinding your face into the dirt.
I'm going to spend another rage so that way I have multiple actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know I'm getting very low on rage. I am wholly aware of what I'm doing as a player. I would like to... He doesn't realize that he's saying it even, really. It's just, get the fuck off of me, wolf, and I'm going to try to shove her aside.
Okay.
So what would I need to roll for that?
See, for a shove, you're trying to get out of a grapple. So let's
I would like to remove the warder from on top of me. It's very uncomfortable.
I get you. So I think this is definitely going to be one of those strengths kind of things. So strength plus brawl.
Ooh, right.
Try and get out.
I just remembered I'm in Krynos. I need more
Yes.
dice. Give me 1 second.
People got to remember their forms.
Okay, you said it was strength plus brawl?
Yeah, strength plus brawl. The difficulty is going to be an 8. She is very large in this form.
That's going to be... What was the difficulty number again, just so I don't forget?
8.
Thank you. Sorry, bad at math and having to do a lot of it. All right, that will be 4 successes.
Okay. All right. That is enough to try and to get her to shove off.
And then for my my second action through rage, I'm going to bolt again.
Okay. All right. You're going to do a Dex plus dodge. Difficulty is an 8 because she's ready for this now.
Oh no. Wow. Yeah, how does a botch sound?
Oh, I shouldn't be so happy about that. I'm
Not
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry.
Wow, that's the second botch so far for me with this series. This is not a good trend, folks.
So you proceed to try and run, try and get out, but you suddenly feel a pain in your ankle. You go to look down, and yeah, she is, instead of trying to grab with her hand, she went with her mouth in Krynos. And with the process of this, she is actually standing up with you
Oh no.
in her mouth like that.
Well, just call me Raggedy Andy. She's whipping me around.
You know what's happening. And here's the thing. It's a very, I would almost say a lackadaisical whip around because you didn't even put up that much of a challenge for her. So she is walking back to where everybody is with you like this. And anytime you try and struggle to get out, she's just shaking you.
So I'm assuming because of the botch, he cannot try again.
He cannot try again.
Then he's just flailing and... May I make a roll, storyteller?
Huh? What?
Fear frenzy.
Fear frenzy. Oh, we're gonna go fox frenzy. Ah, okay.
He's freaked out.
Yep.
He still thinks there's this big fight going on, and yeah, no, he's
Are you going to try and soak the damage from her bite,
sure?
or are you?
And it's just
Okay.
stamina that I rolled for that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Stamina in the form I'm currently in, I'm assuming.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah, 7 stamina will definitely be nice to soak with. And then it's diff 6 for soak, I'm assuming.
Yes, diff 6.
Okay.
And she's got 6 damage on you right now, so.
And I convert that to a healthy 5. My rolls are not liking me tonight.
So
yeah,
that means
Colin-
technically you are mauled, if I'm remembering correctly. That means a -2 to your rolls. If I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Don't worry. Damage can heal, but yeah, you are. You said you were going to roll for Fox Frenzy.
And I'm assuming this is aggravated damage because she's Chrono.
Yes, and she's
So
bit
X,
you.
X, X, and then mauled. Do I do an X or just the slash?
Just the slash, just to
Okay.
notate.
I'm in a lot of pain. Okay, what's my frenzy roll?
All right, it's. Hold on 1 second. I have
Also,
not
for
had-
rolling this, current rage or total rage, because there's a big difference right now.
I know with you. Oh gosh.
For those who are wondering, I have 2 rage left right now.
We're gonna go with current rage.
Okay, that makes it worse.
Yeah.
All right, I roll 6 dice, and my difficulty is... What's my difficulty, storyteller?
Oh. Oh. Well, she is pretty scary. So your difficulty is a 6. Standard diff.
Well, I don't think a second botch will do me much good then, will it?
Oh.
All right, see you guys in a month when I find my way back to the city.
You are flailing around. You are scared. But she's got a really good grip on you.
All right.
There's a point when your pack comes meeting halfway where you see a Krynos Julie basically holding Colin's Krynos arms as he's trying to struggle and snap and bite as
Look of a caged animal. There is not a semblance of calm in his physique at all. He looks horrified.
Look, as we approach, Jonathan looks like, what? What happened? What is going on?
I actually have a question for the
Yes.
storyteller.
yes,
So
storyteller is listening.
I know we briefly have talked about this before, but with Breath of the Wild, it does say clarity of thought.
Mm-hmm.
Would that help Colin?
So to get out of frenzy, it's a willpower roll.
Okay. I keep
Clarity of thought means an increase to mental. That means perception, intelligence, wits.
I'm still gonna keep barking up that tree. I apologize.
It's okay. I can understand your thought there. It's meant to make you see more clearly, but unfortunately, I have to be a Debbie Downer on the rules here. So, Julie does eventually release his leg, but it's more of like pinning it, and you see his ankle is mangled pretty bad at this point.
I'll pad over and just get on top of him.
His hip,
And my hip- yeah, I'm still in his form.
Yeah. So when she lets go of his leg, he kind of flops to the floor.
And then
yeah.
I'll join. Just like dog piling on him.
If I go over, can I like check? Is his ankle just mauled, or is it like broken, or?
It's pretty bad. You can see bone.
I also, luckily, still haven't left Krynos, but yeah, I'm definitely injured to shit.
Yeah. She looks at all of you. He ran away.
Yeah, well, he's got issues. Fight's over. Why don't you go deal with that?
No, you don't understand. He ran away. And she proceeds to see all of you pinning him down, and she actually pins his arm down. And she's going to start the process of clawing a mark into his arm.
Left or right arm.
I stare right into her face. I'm just like, punishment.
Is she carving into my left or right arm?
Right arm, upper forearm.
Okay, so she's not disrupting the tattoos. Okay.
As soon as I see that, I'm going to get off of him, but stand next to him, because I'm not going to hold him down for this. Like, if he goes to run, I'll help, but I'm not going to be part of him getting branded.
I'll stand full attention just on top of him. Front paws on his shoulders, back paws on his thighs, whatever. I will hold him down for this.
And she proceeds to carve a mark into his shoulder. deep enough. This is one of those things, even when it heals, it's going to leave a scar. The fur is not going to grow back here.
There will be a new song for that.
Unfortunately, yes. And yeah, Colin, would you like to roll to get out of your fox frenzy in the process of this?
Sure, why not?
It's a
Let's see
willpower
if I
roll,
can survive.
standard diff.
Okay. As I'm dropping dice everywhere, god damn it. Okay.
Just a personal note to the people in the chat that may not know Werewolf. One of the things werewolves aren't supposed to do is run from a fight, especially when it is to protect the Karen. And this may or may not be a permanent thing for Colin.
3 successes, one of which is a 10.
All right, you do come out of it, but yeah, you see that she is branding your arm right now.
Can I roll to see if this is ritual? Like, is she going through the ritual, or is she just branding him?
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. She is. There is a bit of a hum going on beneath her breath, and this is definitely a ritual to make sure that this mark stays present, that this is on his skin.
Does she seem like when I come to, she's in any point of stopping or finishing, I guess?
She is probably about 3/4 of the way done by you come back. And you do look at her face, and her face, even in Krynos, is sad.
And I look like I don't give a shit about her emotions at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and pull my arm away.
She's got a pretty firm grip on it.
Still trying.
Okay. Eyes of the Creek, you see this.
Yeah, I'm just
The
gonna push
whole
down.
time she is carving into me because it hurts. It's a Guru claw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
push
she's-
my claw straight into whatever shoulder he's trying to resist with
And I'm resisting the both of them
full weight.
and failing.
While this
Yeah.
whole thing is going on, I'm like calling out in like sadness for Colin.
Mhm.
Not so much that it's not that I'm not sad like she's sad. I have a better understanding of where he is,
Mhm.
and so the call is for him, not for her.
Mhm. And honestly, she wouldn't expect it any other way. And she finishes. It's a pretty simple process. And it's kind of funny. She leans down and she licks the wound. And Colin, it feels sore, but it doesn't feel like it did when she was carving.
I'll bring the top of my head down onto the back of his head just so he feels that I'm getting off, but that I'm also letting him know that this had to happen.
Of course, my own pack is getting off on me. What assholes.
Hey,
Before
we don't kink shame here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't breaking the litany. We're not there yet.
Yep.
No, but
yeah, no. Before
see.
Eyes of the Creeks gets off on of God damn.
sorry,
Fair
I
enough.
said it because I know it would get a laugh.
Serious werewolf
I
game
will-
here. Serious werewolf game.
Don't worry,
totally
I
serious.
make jokes because of how horrified I am.
I will spend another Gnosis point to heal Colin's ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Can I slap her hand away?
Well, that's why I did it before Eyes of the Creek moved off.
Oh, so I wouldn't have. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Smart.
giving you the option. There
The
is no option with
timing.
this.
All right, and
Um,
does she need my current or total rage?
We'll go with current.
Okay, you have a difficulty of 2.
Oh, well, in that case, what? 5 successes. Excuse me.
So he is healed from his mauled status for the most part.
I'm probably up to bruised at that point, aren't I?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
As that's going on, Jonathan starts singing like a song like, once again, you run from blame. Now your head hangs in shame.
Am I able to get up by this point?
Mm-hmm.
As I stand, I will say, shut the fuck up.
Just stand there staring
And
at
I'm
you.
gonna go to start leaving the sept.
All right. And this is where we're going to take our break. I'll be back.
Back.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
I was like, wait a minute, we're not over.
Did we end prematurely?
Don't mind Shanky messing up and hitting the wrong button.
Our tech weenie seems to have had a little bit of an aneurysm over his excitement over Werewolf.
Or lasagna, either or.
Yeah, or lasagna. One of the two. Well, anyways, welcome back. And as we ended this fight, Colin storms off to leave. Thankfully, he can still walk thanks to Olivia. I assume you've shifted back down.
Yep. He hates being in other forms, so as soon as he realizes he's in Krynos, he's out of it. And then he's just gonna walk. And the only people he's not going to shove past are kinfolk.
Mhm.
Because he knows what happens if you start being mean to the kinfolk.
And you also hear, "Sorry, buddy."
That's your friend.
He's too mad to focus on it, so he's just gonna keep walking. Doesn't even notice. Not really.
I'm gonna pad over to Place with Danger and shift down into the Lupus form once everything is quieted down.
Yeah, I would have shifted down to once Colin had shifted back down, and the immediate danger was there or was gone. I would have shifted back down.
Julie's also shifting back down now that she doesn't have to be in that form. And you do see her spit when she shifts back. She doesn't want any of that Garu blood in her mouth.
I'm gonna motion for Place to follow me and just kind of like point at a little area of the woods.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yes, it's just us, Jonathan.
Yeah, I guess so. They're
Go
They're
off
going
to
off
this
somewhere.
place.
Colin's going that way. So
Should probably head back to where the fun was.
yeah, I think I'm getting my ass chewed out there, so let's get that over and done with.
We'll head back that way.
All right, let's go with Eyes of the Creek and Plays with Danger first.
I'm gonna stop at an appropriate distance away where I think nobody can hear us.
Mhm.
Why sad? Arun makes sad. Why? Punishment deserved.
Didn't know what he was doing. Could be any of us. Could have been me. And like as soon as he says that, he'll just start walking back. Like as just like that's as much of that part of the conversation as just
Two cowards in the pack, I see.
Ouch, and I'm running this game.
I am going to shift to Hispo.
Are you going to roll for it, or are you going to spend a rage?
I think it would be more appropriate this time to spend the rage. Yeah.
Still
All
sitting.
right.
I'll still sit on my hunches and just look at him.
I'm gonna circle around and get like right like face to face with him.
Mm-hmm.
Our pack, our punishment to give, not hers.
No place for cowards. Litany above pack. And now I'll step up and walk away.
I'll shift back down to Hispo and then I'll walk the opposite way.
I mean, back down to Lucas.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay, I've got you. We'll turn back to Jonathan and Olivia, who are standing there near Walks Through Fire, who is very sticky, still smells extremely sweet. And he is actually on his knees apologizing.
Just stand back and until that's over with.
Yeah.
He is very much so stating his apologies. I'm sorry. My emotions got the better of me. I was not expecting 2 deaths in one day. It's a shame for us all. And Greg has shifted back to his homid form and he nods. I accept your apology. But we are going to need to work together if we're going to solve this. As he is indeed standing there as regally as possible, as you'd expect a Silver Fang to do, especially when trying to reach for collaboration.
Do I have an idea that if I mentioned that I have the rib bone from one of his people, that would set him off again?
This is where I'm sad that you didn't take common sense. Just so you'll know, common sense is a merit, a 1-point merit
1 point.
that allows me to answer those kind of questions when asked.
Or if the storyteller sees something, it's the merit that gives them permission to weigh in, which is not something they usually do.
Yeah, that probably would have been.
You have no idea. I'm going to eat some ice cream while she makes her decision.
Is Stacy around? That's our handler, right? Yeah, Stacy.
Yeah. She is around and she's kind of in the back, trying her best not to facepalm. There's this look of, what a fucking mess. It's on her face.
You kind of put us in charge of this, but
Internal. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
All right, so I will I'm gonna walk over to Stacy and I'm gonna ask do you still have that the file I gave you? Can I see it, please?
Sure. And and she hands it.
All right. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna whatever paper. I'm gonna write more about what the hidden secrets, the new stuff we found out. And I'm gonna walk back over to where Walks Through Fire and Greg is, and just if they're still talking, I will wait.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have the file in hand.
Yeah. There is a moment where you can interject.
Okay, so I'll step forward and, excuse me, walks through fire.
Yes.
I know this got off on the wrong foot, and I offer him the manila folder. This is what we've found so far. And this does have my notes about the 80s murders, the Black Spiral stuff too. It's got all that in it.
Mm-hmm. And he goes to reach out, but his hands are still covered in honey. There are insects and all sorts of things crawling all over him, causing a lot of problems. I think you better hold on to that for me, Sonny.
Okay. I'm trying to hold back like laughter, seeing his hands all sticky, but
yeah,
okay.
he's just.
Okay, I think this at some point this is something you need to see.
Mm-hmm. Your pack is the one that's been doing the investigations, right?
Yes, it is. The one you just found about it, we literally got woken up in the middle of the night about that.
I'd appreciate your assistance, your pack's assistance in this matter. In fact, I would like to extend an invitation to come to the Crow Reservation to further expand on this, and maybe, and looks over at Greg, maybe you could pass a rite and we will explain further what might be going on.
That would be.
Jonathan looks a little shocked and then kind of looks over to like Greg, like with a look
And
on
Greg
his face.
kind of
like,
nods.
Yeah, it was like a look like, is that okay type?
Greg's looking at it and he seems surprised by this, but yeah, you see him nod emphatically. There's a look in his eyes of, I've been trying to make an alliance for years.
And I just showed him up.
Don't F this
No,
up.
there's
No,
It's
it's
just-
the difference between the Silver Fangs and the Children of Gaia. One talks about
Oh, yeah.
unity, the other actually does it.
Yeah. But there's this, I've been trying to, it's very much this look. And so he's like, yes, do this.
I'll just kind of be like, we'd be very honored.
Yes, that is a very high honor. I will. I'll inform the rest of the pack. When do you want this to happen?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Noon. And he hands you a card, which actually has his address on it.
Pull it from like the stickiness on.
Yeah, it is sticky. There's some insects crawling.
Okay. I just kind of brush it off and look at it, and I'm like,
Sorry. Ragabash.
yeah. Jonathan's kind of terrified. He's standing in front of an old ruinous. Is like, whoa. Yes. So noon tomorrow. We will be there, and I'll. He holds this up. Definitely bring this.
I'd recommend it.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And while this is all going on, we're going to flash over to Colin.
And at what point do we find myself, dear storyteller?
You've walked your way into town, basically.
All right.
So a good 45-minute walk.
All right. I'll just beeline for his place, slam open the door as well as slamming it shut, and then just crashing onto the couch and screaming into a pillow.
Yeah. Knox is sitting there playing a PlayStation 1. And in fact, he is playing Final Fantasy VII. It's a new game that came out this year.
After a minute, I lift my head up and look at him. Where'd you say you kept your alcohol?
Freezer.
I get up and go grab it and start drinking. Just straight from the bottle. I'm pissed and annoyed.
He pauses the game. The music stops for a second.
And I come and sit back down on the couch, not laying down this time, but just sitting.
Dude.
Sort of glaring at the TV because it's the only thing to look at that
Yeah.
won't be scared.
Dude, what's going on?
Showing my arm.
Dude, that's sick.
It's not. It hurt.
Sorry, bro. I mean, what's it mean?
I'm not so good with all the rune bullshit they have. Storyteller, can I figure out what the fuck this means?
It's basically it easily translates to coward.
Bitch. Actually, no, fuck this. I'm gonna get up, grab the alcohol, and walk into the bathroom. Be out in a second. Slam the door.
Okay, dude.
And I will spend another rage to shift Glabro
Okay.
and try to get this mark off my arm.
Interesting. And this is the point where I wish Colin had common sense.
Yep.
I'm not even.
What's worse is the player knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you need me to roll anything?
Describe how you're doing it.
It's very simple. He's just gritting his teeth and then distorting it so that they're not legible anymore with his claws.
Don't.
Storyteller, would that fetish activate if it's me?
You know what?
Do you want me to roll damage against myself?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. What am I? It's strength something, I think.
Yep, hold on 1 second. It's on everybody's sheet. It's strength +2 for a claw.
Strength +2. Diff 6 for damage threshold.
Since you brought up the point before, I feel it's only fair for me to bring it up during your turn. Where are you getting your claws from?
Glabro.
All right, so we're assuming that Glabro gets his claws.
It doesn't.
I will assume that
Okay.
And probably
because he does have
fingernails.
Yeah, your fingernails are much longer.
Because there is a red talent gift that lets us have claws in our Hamid and Glabro form.
Oh, you're right. Hold on, we're gonna have to backtrack this just a
Okay.
little.
No, I can correct this because there is something that Glabro does give us.
Teeth. Yeah.
Yep. Makes it worse, but yeah.
A bite is strength +1 instead of strength +2.
Doesn't actually change the damage. Really? I don't think. Oh, no. I am dealt 3 instead of 2. Because the first roll was 2, and since it's a bite, different, and I actually got more damage that time.
All right. I believe Eyes of the Creek, that was the threshold for damage soak.
3 or more damage.
3 or more damage. And you feel the pain, and then it instantaneously reverts.
Like, I hurt myself and then it's gone.
Yeah. The mark is still there. Don't. You're not going to get that mark away from there.
Is there a bathroom mirror?
There is.
Well, now it's in pieces. Then I will walk back out of the bathroom, shutting the door and going in to sit down.
Dude!
I'll get you a new one.
That's fine. When did you get a snake?
What? All right, that's enough to pull me out of it. Do I see a snake around me?
It's around your neck, hanging out.
I'm also still in Glabro.
Yep.
All right, then. Let me make a different roll now.
Today is not coming up, Colin.
No, it is not. I needed to get my pair of flood pants on. I should have. Oh well. Thank God. Okay. That's 2 successes to not freak the fuck out.
Okay, you don't freak out. The snake is hanging out. You're not going to be able to get rid of that mark that way, Colin.
I would like to, as cautiously as I can, because I'm very scared, shakily take the snake off of my neck.
It's wrapped around pretty.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it to where I can hold it in my hands.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? You never leave me alone. And it's the only thing I want from you. So why won't you leave?
Your mom bade me to watch over you.
I didn't ask her to. And I'm gonna shift down and leave. This time I'm just wandering the town now. Don't even say goodbye to Nox, unfortunately.
Nox is like just... Dude.
Also, I just sort of dumped the snake spirit onto his living room carpet.
That's what you think.
Well, it's not bound to my shirt anymore, is it? Or is it still?
Not bound to your shirt anymore, but you shifted down. And so technically, yeah, I can see where Colin would think that he dropped the snake.
And he just starts, as calm as he can manage, just storming around Cody.
And Nox is just kind of like, as you leave, it's like, fuck you too, bro. And yeah, he makes sure the door shuts and he locks it this time.
Because he didn't hear the snake, because all he heard was...
Yep.
Actually, he only... Oh no, he did see it. I was like, wait a minute, it's a spirit. Yeah. He can't see it, but he saw it.
Interesting times for this pack. Interesting times. Colin, as you wander around, you see the woman from earlier today, the one at the diner that waited on you and Agatha.
Oh, that's the last person I need to see right now.
As she's getting off of her shift.
I'll observe, but I'm not going to approach her. I'm also going to hide my arm.
She's not really paying attention. She's told people good night, goodbye. And yeah, she's leaving, and she does walk by you. And there's a moment where she looks you in the eye.
As soon as she does, my eyes are away. Evening. And I'll keep walking.
Evening. And she says it real soft, real sweet. Like someone else you knew.
Yeah, part of the reason he's getting away from her so fast.
Mm-hmm.
The memory is kind of hurting right now.
And yep. I don't know exactly what Colin's doing, so we will pan back to the group.
Have Eyes of the Creek or Plays with Danger come back to Karen?
I never left the cairn. I'm still.
He
there.
just kind of segued Plays with Danger.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
aside.
And I'm out, like, I'm kind of like on the outside. By now, I imagine you would have an idea of where I would go.
Mhm.
But I didn't go back with Eyes of the Creek.
All right, so I'll probably walk towards Eyes of the Creek, look around. If you're visible, I would like, Plays with Danger, come here.
Try to get your attention.
I'll turn around and start walking back towards.
All right, so as they get close. Huh? Olivia, do you want to say, or do you want me to?
So we have to, as a pack, go to the Tina's words are hard. We have to go to their cairn. We've been invited. Have to pass through a rite. Would I, as a theurge, have any idea of what that rite might be?
You don't exactly know the Octana very well. They're kind of a secretive bunch. But a rite is actually a big deal. It's very important. Especially to them. It basically means they're willing to talk about their secrets to you. And the Octana don't talk or share their secrets often.
So they're willing to work with us, give us more information so we can figure out what's going on. So we might need to find Colin and drag him bodily with us, but this might really help.
We have till tomorrow. Not right now.
Tomorrow at noon. I definitely should rest up, because I'm not 100% sure what this rite is going to entail.
And Jonathan will hold out the card. Not to like hand it to you, more like hold it so you can see it. And it's, I think, with a bug or two still on it, but
If only they knew how to read.
oh, that's true. Yeah, I hold it anyway.
It is. I look at it strangely, and then I'll pad the ground in front of Olivia and pat the ground in front of Jonathan. Find our room. Bring back.
I give him some time to calm down.
Do we know where he lives? We do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the Sept knows where he is.
Okay.
'Cause they've all been given the same advice. Don't let him leave.
So
And
Jonathan will just,
even his kinfolk have been told that.
so Jonathan will say, just let him be by himself tonight. We'll grab him tomorrow.
All right. Colin, what are you doing right now?
After probably storming around the town for a couple more minutes, I'm going to head back to the Sept. I'm going to look up at the... Is it late daytime? What time is it by now?
It's fairly late. We're getting on to afternoon, early evening. You've been up for a while.
I'm I'm gonna look up at the moon, get a sense of where it's at. Bullshit. And just stay quiet and get back to the sept in a timely-ish manner.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, when you get back, there is a campfire going. There's someone strumming a guitar, not degar. I wanted to flip that around. Julie is nowhere to be seen. Greg is busy in his tent. Moonshadow is sitting in his rocking chair, seemingly talking to no one.
How about Gordon?
Gordon
Is
is...
around?
Yeah, he's standing there near the fire, his arms crossed.
I specifically avoid him because I know he's probably very disappointed right now, and he's one that I actually like.
It's funny that you say that. He hears you come in. His eye see you. There's like a moment, and he turns and looks away.
Sure, whatever. Oh, sorry, I'm mumbling again. I'm gonna go up to Moonshadow and sit next to him.
Yeah. And he's just sitting there in his rocking chair. You hear him kind of mumble something, like, it's so hard to find that honey now. No, you can't find that right now. It's difficult. I mean, yes, you can make meat out of it, but no. That honey's too rare. You don't burn anything. Told you not to.
I'm
And then
looking
he
to
kind
where
of-
he's looking when he talks.
And you look, and there, you think you can see something, but it flitters away just as easy.
And here's where Colin will just monotone say out loud, "Oh, you're talking to spirits."
Oh, hey, Colin. It's been a while. How are you doing, boy?
No one in
And he
the
brings out he has that elderly kind of shaky hand as he puts it to your shoulder.
No one in the sept really cares what I think, sir. It doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Well, thank you, but whatever help I would ask you for, you would turn down just like everyone else turns it down.
What help do you need, boy?
Let me leave.
I can't do that.
My point is made for me. I don't pull away from him or anything. I'm too tired, but
We could help you.
I don't want any of this. Why are you guys trying to hold on to someone who's resisting when everyone else that you got with the change, I'm one person. I cannot be that valuable.
Colin,
So why are you keeping me around?
there are fewer and fewer of us born every year.
And wouldn't it be so much better to have someone who wants to be an active participant in this hellhole?
Unfortunately, we don't get to make that choice. I'm going to let you in on a secret. When I was a young man, like yourself, I too did not want this life. The spirits were drawn to me. They would talk, they would whisper. I thought I was going crazy. I did not want this. People had to find me and do exactly what you're doing to you now.
So someone carved a bunch of horse shit into your arm too?
He actually unbuttons his shirt and he shows there's a shame mark.
My eyes go wide because I honestly wasn't expecting him to pull that.
And he also points to this little pearl that's wrapped up in a leather strap around his neck. This pearl is a burden. They passed around this and told it all the hateful things, all of my misdeeds. At one point, I wear it to remind me of how far I've come. My entire pack died because of me, Colin. My first pack.
And yet, that, and I just sort of gesture towards his, the vague torso area, is bullshit compared to the story that I've heard about you. You've been through enough. And it seems like no guru acknowledges that. Therefore, this society's never going to progress anywhere, and all that's going to keep happening is you're going to keep losing people.
It's a process, Colin.
You don't deserve to be punished for losing your pack. You're one person.
I turned it around and I saved my Karen. I carry this as a reminder. The effects are gone. And he kind of rolls his shoulder a bit and you can see the marks of glory and wisdom and honor that actually shimmer through across his pectoral region, this old man pectoral region.
I'm assuming he's an elder?
Moonshadow, yep. He is the Elder Theurge.
Oh, yeah,
Olivia knows
he's
him.
the rights master too, right?
Mm-hmm. That mark can come off.
Not easily. If we're sharing secrets, I tried to claw it off and it didn't work.
I know the right that was passed on. I taught it to Julie a long time ago.
She's such a bitch.
You don't get to talk to her about like that. She was your mother's best friend. Her doing that to you has also hurt her. I know you don't care. But like Alfiana, she's emotional.
I think werewolves rely on their tribal stereotypes too much. That's the biggest problem. So much of this nation is so fucking flawed, and no one's taking the time to fix it.
We don't have time. We keep having to fight the black spirals, Pentax, and whatever the hell is causing these murders. That Phoenix call
means that it's the sign of the end times, right?
No.
How it goes.
Actually, I think Gaia is trying to alert us that something terrible is going on.
As opposed to all the terrible shit that's already happening.
I think if
Is Gaia always
Thing.
this redundant?
Gaia doesn't have a lot of strength left. Gaia's strength is in us, and we're fewer and fewer. This is a sign that something big is happening, and if we don't do something about it, it could be the end of all things. That's why she chose that. And he pats your shoulder. I believe you have a much bigger part to play in this. You've just gotta believe in yourself and believe in your pack.
Colin's gonna, it's very clear that at first he's going to roll his eyes, but then he just stops and is looking up and clearly not sure how to back out of that movement anymore. But he seems hesitant to commit to the bitchy, fatalistic act this time.
And Moonshadow smiles.
Can I just sit here for a bit?
Sure. There's a weird calming presence around Moonshadow. You don't know if it's just the spirits or just him being an old man.
If they're nice, old people tend to be very comforting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Colin's just gonna sit up, stare up at the moon. Oh shit, also looking up at the moon, I get rage back, don't I?
Mm-hmm. You do.
Oh wait, is it full?
It is full.
Oh shit. That doesn't mean I get 2, it just means I get 1 and I'm extra pissy.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this right.
It's still... last night was full moon, and this is still kind of full moon.
Will be
for a little
gibbous in a bit. Okay.
Will be gibbous in a bit, so yeah. What's the rest of our pack doing now that Colin's back in?
I know Olivia is probably using whatever sort of tool she can get her hands on, whether it be like runes or tarot cards or something, trying to be like all occulty and try to get a feel for their luck tomorrow.
Okay. I will make a roll for you. I've got your stuff here for you.
Should I roll anything as well?
No, I'm just gonna roll your stuff.
Okay.
And then while all of this is going on, when Place with Danger sees Colin coming back, he'll keep a wide distance, but then just kind of like follow him into the sept, just kind of like keeping tabs on him.
All right.
Like not necessarily being his normal hidey, sneaky self. It's just that's kind of like the last thing he was waiting outside for was for Colin to come back. Now that he's back, he's gonna, like I said, keep an eye on him, but stick to out of the way.
Okay. All right. All right.
I want to take the time that he's gone to kind of just sit in the area of the cairn, try to kind of like get at least a gnosis point back by meditating on the events that's happened. And once I see or once I hear that Colin has come back, I'll try to head over to where he is. And if I see him with Moonshadow, I'll kind of won't interrupt them and I'll keep my distance, but I'll make sure that I am within his line of sight. And I'm just going to stare at him.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't looking straight up at the sky, I probably would see you.
I can wait.
Jonathan was probably sitting near the fire with probably the manila folder and like probably sticky notes and pad of paper and kind of redoing the file, like adding the new stuff in, but making it look more he has to make it look kind of official. That more is like OCD.
Mm-hmm.
Then if he notices Colin, I would like to eventually go over to him and to tell him, hey, we're going to the Octana.
You're bent today.
I will raise my eyebrow and say, I thought we weren't allowed.
I take out that card and hand it. Let's just say that changed. There may be a bug or two on there.
Hand it back to him.
Yeah, tomorrow at noon. Was it Walks Through Fire wants all of us out there.
And they don't blame us.
Not that I know of. So tomorrow at noon. Warning though, we are gonna have to go through a rite.
Great.
Of what? I'll be honest, I don't know which rite, but
They all suck.
this does give us an opening for the Octana though. That's big. But
I'm gonna turn to Moonshadow and say, like, where everyone who's around me can probably hear. Is Walks Through Fire worm tainted?
No.
And what was that black stuff leaking out of his mouth?
There's a reason he's called Walks Through Fire. He has a very special trick that he can do on occasion.
And the frenzy brought this trick
Close to the
forefront?
We're close to the surface.
Can you explain what the trick is, or is this magician rules?
His spit can be very acrid at times, and it will actually light things on fire.
that can be a handy trick.
There's a
That's
reason
almost
he's
everything
called
that's
Walks Through
wrong.
Fire.
I hate that so many people here think that sort of shit's normal.
Oh, it's not normal. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it makes
That's what
me.
Moonshadow says.
I was already terrified of him. Makes me a lot more terrified of him now.
Storyteller, is there any role I can make to be just so completely disarmed and caught off guard? Because he's done that twice now. Like, is there a role I can see to see whether I'm just blindsided and have no idea what to respond with? Because he keeps doing that. He keeps making me sympathize with him, which is making me like want to help the Sept because he wants to help the Sept. But I hate the Sept because it's bullshit and it stole my life from me.
It's more, Jonathan, I want you to roll.
Theurge gonna theurge.
Why y'all gotta be so mystical? What's up with that?
Hey, magic's magic. How about some charisma plus empathy on Jonathan's side, and Moonshadow will also roll to add to this.
And you're the
'Cause it's-
storyteller, so I'll let you decide
Wow.
how much they glean.
What's the difficulty?
What's your willpower at, Colin?
6. Wait. 6.
4.
There's this just moment where Colin kind of weirdly blinks, and Jonathan, you get this feeling. Maybe I'm getting through to him. Maybe I'm getting through to him.
There's a distinct buzz of conflict on his face.
Yep. And Moonshadow just gently pats Colin's shoulder again.
Barely notices this time.
Gently pats. We're getting close to the end of the session, so I will leave with Olivia's tarot card set. We're going to do a standard 3-set pull. The first card you pull, the Tower. the next card you pull. Oh, this is fun. This is
God.
so fun.
You're gonna have me like looking these up and doing research all week.
Yeah.
Fair warning.
The next card is the Five of Swords. And the last card is Death.
Okay. All upright, inverted.
Upright, yeah. Very
Yes.
weird that none of them were flipped over. And this is where we're going to end the session. And I would like to thank my players for dealing with all the shenanigans.
I would like to apologize for me being such a moody bitch.
Teenagers gonna teenage.
I would also like to thank my fiance, DragonBane989, who helps love and support me through all this. I would also like to thank Shanky for being our tech weenie. And
Thank you, Shanky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
believe it was Olivia who earned the extra point from the Karen chat because of terrible rolls.
Hmm.
Terrible rolls and also just getting like shafted by the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now-
wake up next to a murder scene. That's fine.
Oh,
Ow. With that being said, let's start the standard playoff. You get all the points from me. You role played. You were here. You participated. I love it all. And let's start with the person that got shafted this episode.
Jonathan,
Colin?
go for it. No, I'm actually going to immediately throw my props to Eyes of the Creek. It's a great dichotomy of the two like basic mentalities you usually see in Lupus. Like there's nuance obviously, but like Plays is the caring, watch the pack sort of Lupus, and Eyes is the uphold the guru side of the Lupus, and they're both very important. But it was just cool to watch, so I gotta throw it to Eyes, because uncompromising Red Talon, hard to play, but really cool.
Thank you, sir.
Eyes
Session
of the
made me
Creek.
tear up, sorry. My voice is a little warbly.
Yeah. No, there was some moments where I was worried. I actually want to give it to Colin because I think you are playing the reluctant guru and the borderline Ronin so well that it's just like I kind of want to see what would happen if you get expelled from the academy.
Nothing
But
good.
I also know how dangerous being a Ronin is and how ostracizing that can be, and I think that would break Colin too far. I don't think there's coming back for Colin for that. So I like the way that you're kind of dancing that edge.
The worst part is there's so much pull for him to be a guru. Like all the backgrounds he has, everything is just set him up to be one of the best guru he can be, and he's denying every second.
All right.
So it's rough but interesting. So thank you.
Jonathan.
Oh, I'm going to put one in for everyone. I think we all, especially this episode, we definitely acted more like a pack. We faced down in Arun Water.
Kind of packed.
Well, yeah, but he played his part.
The part of running away.
The angsty,
No, my part traditionally should have been to tackle said elder and then help pile on top of him, but I didn't.
no, but you're 90s angsty though. That's you're doing that perfect. So if possible, I'll put in everybody.
Olivia.
I'm gonna go and give it to Colin. It was of all the things I expected from this evening, I wasn't expecting Colin to just run away. And it ended up working out pretty awesome role playing wise.
Plays with danger.
I'm torn between Colin and Eyes of the Creek. Colin, I mean, for everything that's been said, I mean, it's playing outside of the stereotype for Garu. You know, definitely there's a different, feel, and he's sticking to his character so well. And then Eyes of the Creek,
Always my biggest challenge with role-playing games is that. So thank you.
Eyes of the Creek, just everything about being the foil for me. It's just, I like that face down. I had no idea how that was gonna come out when it started. And I loved every second of it.
Yeah. I was worried about that too.
I'm gonna give everyone an extra point this time. Everyone role played their characters so excellently.
So that's a total of 3 for us this time around?
4.
4.
4, okay.
Then I have my extra from last week. Yes.
Yep. Oh my goodness, y'all. That was beautiful. I can't wait to see what happens. Next episode 5, halfway point.
5.
Are we still ranked?
Halfway? Oh, so we are making it to episode 10. I love that.
Well,
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
yeah, there we go.
That could be a
And-
red herring.
But isn't hope all we really have in the apocalypse?
All right, and now I will summon Shanky McStabber to do the outro and tell us the schedule. Oh, please, Shanky McStabber.
Wait, I'm supposed to talk this time. Okay, and not just jump to the ended for no reason whatsoever.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right this time. First of all, if you like what we're doing here, of course, you can give us a follow here on Twitch. You can give us a subscribe if you want to support the studio. If you want to support the players and the cast of this great game, bits and donations, those go to the players, not to the studio. It's our way of giving back to the people who put in the hard work and the time to be in these shows. I mean, since, I don't see my wife here, I can do this because she's busy doing, matter of fact, I'm going to bring that up in a second. Our schedule, she's working on something with that at the moment. If you want to check out some other great content here on the net, let me pull this one up here. Right here is a list of our friends. The RPG table, that's Junie, who has played in a number of our streams. Ravnos Archon, you see him here right now, called Eyes of the Creek. He has his own Twitch channel. He does a bunch of different games. Legend of the Five Rings, Star Wars, does a monthly one-shot. I've seen Werewolf pop up on it, Vampire pop up on his monthly one-shots. So you should really check him out. Rep RPG, Thursday to do a vampire game with a member of our community, Sway. He's the storyteller, so you should definitely check that one out too. Pop over to the Discord, everybody. Vote on who you think should get some viewer XP. It's down in the Karn. Pop over to Discord. You can do all that. Not just vote, but so you know we cast all our shows from the Discord. So that's how we found these cast members right here. Is they're members of our Discord. This week's schedule is rather interesting because tomorrow we've got a special stream. We normally don't do a stream on Wednesdays. We have another episode of You Will Destroy Something Beautiful. And you will actually see Jonathan Davis there, Plague Wind, as a player in this one. So it's a really...
It's a destroyer.
Yeah, it's not it's a shorter game, but it's a very collaborative storytelling heavy game, and it's amazing to watch. So you should definitely come see that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, because it's a good one, trust me. And then, of course, Saturday, we're back for Call of Cthulhu. London Esoteric Society. It's Ravinya's in it. It's run by our DM Tiss. I've seen guest players. A number of people from this one here have been guest players before. Timberbrad loves to be a guest player on that one. So
He loves the cock.
Yep, he loves the cock. And that's at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. It is our season finale of Windy City After Dark Season 3. Just to tell you all, holy fucking shit. Big shit goes down. And Eleanor's vision happens. There is betrayal. There is people thrown under a bus. There is death. And there's a demon. there's your spoiler for it. So check that out, our season finale at 5 p.m. And then, of course, come back here at 8 p.m. Tuesday. Because we will be back for Werewolf the Apocalypse Phoenix Call with this amazing cast. And now to put out my public service message here, everybody, please. Mental health, it's no joke. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a joking matter. Check in on those around you. Check in on loved ones. Check in on family members. Check in on friends. Check in on people you barely even speak to and don't even like. Please check in on them. Because right now people are hurting, and you might get to be that lifeline they need. That voice that keeps them from the edge. Because it's a rough time for everybody, and we need to take care of each other in this. And if you do suffer from mental health issues, in chat right now, we have a list of numbers that you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to speak with somebody who will help you. Because guess what? None of us can bear it alone. All of us need help at some point, no matter help with something. And you should take your mental health seriously. There's nothing wrong with needing help once in a while. And if you are not in America, we have a website right there in our chat that will let you plug in the country, and you can get help in your country, because I know we have a number of viewers that aren't from the States. So we want to make sure everybody's covered. And since my wife isn't here, because she doesn't do the tech for this one, please get your COVID vaccination. Take that seriously. The Delta variant is a bastard. Yes, you can still get COVID if you get the vaccine. Statistically speaking, you won't end up in the ICU. The ones who are unvaccinated getting it are clogging up the hospitals again. So don't be one of those. We want you to survive. So please get your shot. Yeah, get your jab, because all the fear of people talk about side effects of the vaccine. The side effect of not getting it is death. And if you want to claim, well, you're pretty safe, not many people die from it, I will give you 100 M&Ms in a bowl, and I will make one of them poisoned. Are you going to eat those M&Ms? That's what you're dealing with. Don't do it. So I thank this cast and the storyteller and our viewers, and thank you all for coming. And I wish you a good night, and we hope to see you Saturday for some Call of Cthulhu, tomorrow for the You Will Destroy Something Beautiful, and of course, Sunday for our season finale of Windy City After Dark. Good night, everybody.